Hello and welcome back to the Champagne series. I'm Lucy and I'm here today with a beautiful lady, Rachel Mailer, and she was actually the winner of our giveaway competition. So welcome, Rachel. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
It's so lovely because we put out with the wonderful boys, from the podcast room Brighton, a giveaway to say who is this powerhouse woman that we need to get here on the couch to join us on the Champagne series. And you had 16 votes. Okay. Now it's astonishing. It's
It blows my
amazing.
mind.
And so I'm thinking to myself, people in Brighton who are on the Only in Brighton channel and are following around on socials, they know you, they love you, they value you and respect you. So maybe just as to start off, who are you here in Brighton? What is it you do?
So I'm Rachel, hey, and I'm a dating expert.
Ah, the dating expert. Okay. So some of the people who had put recommendations across then to get you here, are they clients of yours, friends of yours?
Friends, met them at networking events, different business like retreats and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and different friends from around Brighton.
Okay, good. Now, I love it that you're a dating expert because I don't think we've got anybody else in that niche who's coming onto the show. And let's face it, dating in general is a complex area of life. We're talking business, we're talking entrepreneurship, we're talking life. I've been talking a lot about hormones with other
Mm.
guests and all the things that come into our lives as women. But actually, dating, here we go. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. So, what's your story and how did you get into your current role and your business?
Yeah, so I accidentally really started a business. Wasn't my intention. It was all for me. I back in 2014 to 2019, single Pringle, wanting to find my true love, hopeless romantic, and I just knew that online dating was the only way forward for me.
Yep, yep.
It, was a new thing. It was not cool. It was not popular. And I got a lot of, I don't know why you're doing this. Why would you not want to spend time with your friends and family and rather go and meet a random person from the internet?
Okay.
Um, which is a fair shout, it's was a new thing and stuff. But I just knew that because of my role at the time in teaching, that I wasn't going to meet uh, a guy any other way, really.
Okay, so at the time, and we're talking back in 2014, 15, 16. So actually, yeah, it wasn't as prolific internet dating
No,
as it was then. And you were a teacher in a school.
in a nursery.
Now, you're not going to meet many men in a nursery
Nope.
setting. Yeah, okay. So I see that. So good for you, first of all, for putting yourself out there, going against the grain and actually following your heart.
hmm
Good. So what happened? You started exploring the dating scene.
Yeah, I started, with the ones that were out at the time, Tinder, then Hinge came, then tried the other ones, and then, a new one came out, I would give it a go.
Hmm.
You're hearing different things of, oh, a success here, so you try that. And then I realized that there are some that I just kind of preferred.
Yeah.
I would always go back to those original ones that, been on there for a while, knew how it worked, it was free. So I was like, right, I don't want to get too overwhelmed by it all.
Yeah, because surely if you're, and I mean, I'm a single woman myself. So this is very interesting to me, right? And I've been on several different dating sites. Some you have to pay for, some of that I have never paid for them because I just don't think that we want to as women. But if you've got a profile on, say, Hinge, and then you've got one on Bumble, you've got two lots of admin to do there. You've
hmm
got to check into both of them. It's quite a time consuming job,
It definitely
dating.
can be.
Yeah, okay.
And it definitely started out like a second job.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's not something you want to do. I learned over time.
Hmm.
It's just very exhausting. I kind of got the exhausting swipe before that was a thing.
Okay.
And, went on many dates. Most of them were quite horrific,
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
fair.
Honey, I know. I know.
Got stood up the first time I got stood up.
No, that's awful.
Yeah.
And actually, as women, and again, it's coming from a place of experience, it takes a canny while to put this all on and get yourself
Mhm.
together. You've got to get a taxi down, or if you've got children, you've got to get a babysitter. Like to turn up even for a day is a lot.
It's a
And then to
lot.
be stood up, messed around.
Yeah, and that's when I decided, because I did the fatal flaw of being in the premise, inside the premise,
Oh, right. Okay. So
and
you were
someone
in
kept
there.
coming over, being like, "Do you want a drink?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay."
Right.
So
Okay.
I thought to myself at that point, I'm never, ever going to come into a venue by myself. He can wait for me.
Okay, fine. Good. So you want him there first, or you're meeting him outside?
Yes.
Okay, so it sounds to me, Rachel, that what you started to do is you went into this new zone, this new industry of internet dating. You've given yourself, putting yourself out there, and you're learning
Yeah,
as you go, and you're collating and collecting that knowledge.
I definitely was. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing that naturally anyway. And then 2019 hit
Yep.
and I turned 30.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, that like boom of a clock was just in my head. Everyone's asking me, "You've been doing that dating stuff for a while now. When are you going to meet your person?" And I was like, do you know what? I feel that he is just maybe not in the country at this present time.
Okay.
And that's why I haven't met him
Hmm.
for all these years. I felt like I was plucking answers out of the universe,
Yep.
but in a more kind of logical way, because that's how my brain works. And they were like, "Oh, okay, but you don't want to do long distance." And I was like, "That is very true." So he must be, in that case, traveling or on holiday when I'm all the times I'm on these apps,
And are
and
you
especially
going
at the
on?
moment.
Yeah, you're going on and you're going off because this is the pattern because it's
Yeah.
full on and then you think enough and then there's these
Yeah, or you get
breaks.
stood up and you're like, "I don't want this anymore," delete them all, and then you go
Okay.
back on.
Right.
And then I actually, had this conversation, and that's what I thought, and I was like, "I need to stay on these." That's why I keep coming back, because I know deep down I am gonna meet someone
Hmm.
on this. I just need to figure it out.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anyone like me. God, I wish there was.
That's right. There isn't though.
There
There isn't
wasn't
anyone like you.
nobody doing this. So, and yeah, there was, you could try and find some kind of answer on the internet, but it never quite fit. It never worked.
So what question were you asking there? How do you mean? So you were trying to find somebody who could give you some advice of actually how is this going to work out this internet dating
Yeah, like
scenario?
how do I find my person,
Yeah,
or
is he there?
where would they be?
Okay.
Um, but that answer, if I'm in Brighton, where would they be? But
Okay.
they could literally be anywhere. So I was like, that's not the right question to ask. And I realized that actually, who do I want to be with?
Mm.
And why do I want to be in a relationship?
Okay, so now it's gone, the introspection's come in, isn't it? So actually, rather than wanting to go on a date and having a boyfriend, it's actually who is this man that I want? Where the bloody hell is he? And actually, why do I even want to be with someone?
Yeah.
And that's opened up this whole career, this whole
Yes.
entrepreneurial journey. So tell us what happens next. This is great.
Yeah. So after that, I really sat down, and this whole kind of revelation happened because I went on another horrific date. So
Right.
much so that it wasn't, particularly a bad conversation. Honestly, to this day, I don't remember the conversation, but I felt it in my gut
Hmm.
that you're not my person. So why am I wasting my time?
Yeah. Okay. I
So I
hear
just
you.
knew I had to leave, and I made up an excuse like work or something
Hmm.
early, or something came up, and I was like, he was trying to be a gentleman, like, "Can I walk you to the bus stop?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't need to. There's my bus."
Mm.
So I jumped on. Took about 5 minutes to realize that I was on the wrong bus in the wrong
Oh, were
direction.
you?
Yeah.
But you'd got away from that
But I got
nasty
away,
date.
so I was like, "Right, ding, let's try and get home now." And then it came a real. It was like the universe telling me. I was like, "Yeah, I am. I'm literally going in the wrong direction. I'm going
Ah,
away from my husband, and I want to go towards him. So something needs to change." And we're told by like romantic films and things like, "It's not you, it's me." But at this point, I was like, "It must be me."
okay.
Because I keep on making some kind of decision down the line that results in me attracting these people.
Okay.
So, what is it? And that's when I dived really deep, and I used my attachment theory background, my teacher background, and really tried to reflect on what conversations I was having, what questions I was asking. Because, like, what I have on my profile, that's the
Yes.
first thing they see.
Yeah. Who are you
Who
attracting
am
with
I
what you're putting it
attracting?
out there?
Exactly. And if I
Ah.
change stuff, like, does that make a difference?
So now you've gone into full investigator
Yeah, I
mode.
was like full science mode. I was like, I
Yes.
was the experiment.
Good for you. Do you know what? It's so proactive, Rachel, and I love it because you're right. Oh, it's them, it's not me, it's this, it's that. But actually, what am I doing that's given me the results that are in my life, affecting me every day? And what can I do about it?
Yeah.
How fantastic. I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
like we hear the saying all the time, like if you keep on doing the same action, you're going to get the same results.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
knew if I changed an action and maybe a couple of actions that I was doing, then in theory, I would get a different result.
Okay, so what I really like about this is that you are doing inner work and
Hmm.
you're putting it into your outer world to get results that are going to propel you forward in a direction that you want to go in.
Yes.
And at this stage, the direction you wanted to go in is to meet your man. You wanted to meet your husband. You want to meet your love.
Yes.
Okay, I just love it. I really love it. Okay, so what happens next? We all want to know.
So what happened next was I did that. I created what are now my strategies that I use with my clients, but they didn't
Perfect.
have a name back then. They were just I was just doing it because I've figured out, that strategy works. Being really clear on what I call your non-negotiables. So
Hmm.
those are why am I in the relationship I want to look for. To me, it was to get married. Yes, I
Okay.
want children, but I was adamant that I want to be married first. And
So
that
you
was
wouldn't get with somebody who it doesn't believe in marriage.
no,
Okay, so really laying out those
yeah.
firm
And that would
negotiables.
filter out lots of people. You
Yes.
could, that's a conversation that you can have in the DMs if you haven't figured it out from their profile.
Okay, great. So you're not going to be wasting your time with somebody whose values aren't aligned in that very particular important part of what you want.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really good. I mean, it just sounds so simple, but it takes so long to see this and to implement it and to
Hmm.
realize it. Okay, good.
Yeah. And then, the next one was to have children. I mean, at the time, I still worked in nursery. So that conversation would come up quite easily.
Sure.
Just being around kids all the time, it's a natural conversation. Or if they didn't, I'll be like, oh, do you have any like siblings, niece, nephews?
Mhm.
Bring it up that way. You're not just jumping it in after the first couple of lines because that's weird.
Yes,
Um,
and I suppose there is, and I've felt this in dates, first dates sometimes. It can sometimes feel a little bit like an interview
mhm,
process, and that can be uncomfortable. So,
yeah,
yeah, I suppose you get to a point after you've done a few, you become a master, or particularly, I should imagine, you help people in your role as a dating coach, dating expert, to get them to get the answers without that direct interview
exactly.
process.
You're being direct, but you're doing it in a more personal way. So
Right.
it's not an interview,
Yeah.
it's just a conversation. And they're conversations that naturally lead to other conversations. And at the end of the day, if you want to know something about someone, that's why you're going on a date with them.
Yes.
Like you should be intentionally going on these dates.
Mm.
Yeah, you're trying to bond and whatnot, but that's going to happen naturally when you spend time with someone. Like, you don't need to worry about building the connection, it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, that
But
first
what do
bit.
you want to know about them on this date?
Yeah. And when you move from that DMing and that just looking at pictures or maybe voice notes to that in person meet, I think there's always a lot of chemistry if it's there or not, as the
Mhm.
case often is. So you've got enough of that to deal with. And actually, you're right, you're going in, and there's certain points you need to know before you even bother wasting your time or breath carrying
Exactly.
forward.
And to me, that was the marriage
Wow.
and then the kids.
Okay, that's so great. So
So I
you put that out to the world and you started implementing it.
Yep, and at first I would implement the marriage question because it does carry some weight, especially
Yes.
for, it's quite a tradition. Um, and that was deep rooted within me. I'm not when I make up my mind, everyone knows that's my mind made up.
Okay.
So I was like, that's not gonna change at all. It has to be in that order. And so sometimes I would put it forward and then it would be a reaction of, oh, maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you might change your mind and that's fine, but I don't need to carry on this date anymore
Yeah.
because I'm not going into uncertainty.
Oh, I love that, Rachel.
Like, why bother waste my time? I don't even like you yet, you know?
You've not even passed stage one,
Yeah, I'm
mister.
not even like in the, I can maybe feel a connection, but I'm trying to keep level headed
Okay.
because when it's actually really interesting and the whole kind of psychology of when we tell ourselves we like someone, kind of logic goes out the window.
Yes, yeah.
So I was trying to keep myself quite, level headed in that sense and say, I probably won't immediately fancy someone after one date. um, there will be a connection and you can kind of feel it in your gut,
Mhm.
whether it's those kind of fun butterflies rather than, okay, crap, I need to get out of here.
Yes,
Um,
yeah.
so you can tell the difference there. So I was really like making sure I was listening to what my body was saying as well.
Oh, that's so good. Do you know what? I have a strategy for so many things in my life and my world in business. I do not have a strategy for dating. This is absolutely eye opening for
Yeah,
me.
and it blows my mind that loads of people don't because I
Yeah.
always say it's quite like business and you hear it in business that it's like dating.
Yes.
Like a lot, but it's also like business. You start a business, and I mean, mine happened more naturally, but most of the time, you want to start a business and you have a plan, and
Mhm.
then you have an end goal of that business, like selling a product or whatever it is, and then you make the steps to sell that product, like marketing, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Um, so why don't you have that in dating?
It's so interesting. And I'm just trying to flip it in my head because the last thing I want is another wedding. So we're in different places, you and I. Had a couple already, Rachel. Um, but what would I want and what am I going in with? And actually, what would I be putting forward? And am I being truthful to the person that I'm on a date with?
Are you being truthful to you?
Yeah, do I even know? Or am I
Yeah,
just turning up because I like their profile picture? I
yeah.
know, isn't it interesting? Good for you. Wow. How funny that it was this whole looking inside, working it out, growing, and then your business bloomed. And did it bloom once you met your man?
Yes, it did.
Yes. Oh, I love it. So
Yeah.
we should make a movie of this.
So as I said, I kind of started to figure all this machine out from 2019. By 2022, I felt like I got it down. I knew exactly what I was doing. I felt, ready. The statistics around dating is there is a 10 times increase in the amount of people on dating apps in January and February
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there's
to,
more people in the early part of the year.
like new year, new me
Okay, yeah.
type things coming into Valentine's Day. It would really be love to be with someone this Valentine's Day, that
Okay.
type of genre as well. I was getting older, so I was like
So we you
32 at this point,
okay, and you'd been doing online dating
33.
since about
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
So you'd been in on this and learning on the go and growing and deciding for 8 years.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
Sounds much longer when you say it out loud.
I know. Mind you, we had COVID in between. They don't
Yeah, that's
count.
true.
They don't count those
But I
years.
did do some Zoom dates and they were really bad.
Did you Zoom dates? Wow. Oh, I bet they were terrible.
They alarmed red flags.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was fine because I didn't put makeup on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wasn't drinking wine. I
Yeah.
drunk diluted squash.
Okay.
And yeah, and then when it got weird, I just shut my laptop.
Much easier. When it got weird, I just shut my laptop.
I was like, okay, bye.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's absolutely
Saved a lot of
brilliant.
time.
Oh, I love it. So now you're in 2022.
Yeah.
COVID's gone and you're putting yourself out there and tell us about the men that you meet or the man that you met.
Yeah, so I was talking to a few people um maybe beginning of January. Um, as you do, go back on it, you get quite a lot of interest as a woman. But my filters broke that down very quickly. And
Okay.
then I had a date scheduled for the beginning of February, and I remember being at work still in nurseries, and I remember feeling like, oh, another day, because after a time you get worn down
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
all of the rejections. And I'm quite a positive person, but I'm still human. It wears you down. You're thinking, what's gonna and I've never not gone on a date. This is the thing. I've
Okay.
always gone on one. So I knew I was gonna go on this date. Um, and you have your friends around you saying, what if this is the one? And I'm like, yeah, but you've also said that all the other times. Doubt creeping
Yeah.
in.
And actually, you've been doing it for a long time. So, really, you've got your evidence there that you keep doing these dates and he keeps not turning up. So, I can feel it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel the wear definitely. And I just thought to myself, just get out of your work clothes. You've had a long day. It's been a bit stressful. Stop thinking about what might happen. You can coach yourself out of this, get into the right mindset, put on some good music, get into what you're wearing. I always feel better when I'm in, clothes I like to wear.
Oh, you dress up to show
Yeah,
up. Absolutely.
exactly.
Good for you. Good.
Yeah, put on some music, those positive songs. Um, and yeah, and then I felt better and I was like, yeah, do you know what? I'm pumped for this. I'm gonna go. Whatever it is was meant to be, all of that vibes. And one of my it's actually a bit funny. One of my strategies, as I said, is the male is waiting outside the
Yeah.
venue. And I make sure that my ladies are purposely 5 minutes late
Okay, fine.
so that you know exactly who you are meeting
Mhm.
because they're usually probably the only one waiting outside for you.
Yeah, okay, that's
Um,
good.
and if you happen to turn up early, just wait across the road. There's
Hmm.
no embarrassment. Pick a place that you know. I
Hmm.
mean, he should plan the date, but you can pick the place.
Okay,
Like
that's
you
really
feel
interesting.
comfortable.
It's quite nice. And these are all safety nets,
Yes.
Rachel. And I think we need these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just all safety nets around there. But I was genuinely late.
Okay. 5 minutes or 10? Are we talking 15 here?
Um, yeah, I shut down from work and I was definitely I was definitely like running down the hill.
Okay, so you're turning up a bit flustered now.
Well, no, I
Okay.
stopped before I got to the corner,
Right.
you
Slow
know,
down.
slowed down,
Yeah.
spritzed myself,
Yeah.
made me feel all good, and then just casually walked up.
Good for you.
Yeah, and then just chatted. I made sure I talked about kids, wanted kids, really, really wanted children. I then on the first day asked about marriage because it
Mhm.
was like, "Do you want kids?" And I said, "Yeah, I do want kids, but first I want to get married."
Good. And you
Pop
know
that in
what?
there.
Good. And that is what you want.
Yeah,
And all you are doing is being truthful with
being
yourself
honest
and
from day
him.
one.
It's actually beautiful, Rachel. I think a lot of us can learn a lot from that because we don't even know what we want. I'm talking about myself here. I'm saying the we, the universal we, it's I, isn't it? Don't know what I want. So I can't properly put it out to the world. And if I say something, then I might not even mean it. So you're being really honest with yourself and him.
Yeah,
And what did he want then?
yeah. He was like, "Yeah, I want that too." And I was like, "Oh,
Ooh,
okay, yeah, got that little." Oh, I
did
got it
you?
again, like that little butterfly. So this was on the 4th of February, 2022,
4th of February 22. Okay.
and I didn't know it at the time, but that was my last first date.
Ah, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And you are married now.
I am married now.
Yay, right, we're going to cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love that. Good. And when did you get married, Rachel?
We got married on the 21st of October, 2025.
Oh, so
Yeah,
recently.
recently.
So I thought looking through, I'd seen some beautiful pictures of you as a wonderful bride. Good.
Yes.
That's amazing. So your story of searching for what you really wanted, love, has led you into a role working within the world of love. So once you found your man and you'd sussed out how to do it and learnt so much en route, which I think we all do in
Hmm.
business, especially as women entrepreneurs, you kind of find out what you're good at, what you learn, and then you can impart that knowledge to make the shortcuts for everyone else, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so how did you come up with being the dating coach? How did it all come about from that point?
Yeah, so throughout my journey to learn more about me and also how people interact with each other, of course, I had the teacher background,
Hmm.
my degrees um, in early years development and like psychology and attachment theory and things like that. But I really wanted to know strategies on how to implement this in my life. So I did a life coaching certification
Perfect. Good for you.
just for me so I
Yeah.
could figure out this whole dating thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't mean to start business, was literally just that. And as I said, I'm quite a positive person, so people are attracted to that. I
Hmm.
was posting online, early days of Instagram and Facebook and things. And then people just started to work with me for life coaching. I then shared, they were following my love story. I'm very
Okay.
open within my sessions about how it's going and things, different friend recommendations, and yeah, they then did those steps that I did for myself.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, I had no knowledge that it was going to work for them, but I was like, yeah, let's give it a go.
Hmm.
This strategy worked for me. Let's implement it, see what
So you did
happens.
like a little test study here. So then
Yeah.
it went out to the
Little-
next test
the next
studies.
the next
Yeah.
test. Yeah, exactly. And then they attracted their person and
Okay.
they're still with them now.
That's absolutely potty. I love it so
And I was
much.
like, hmm,
Mm.
maybe, maybe
Onto
I've got something
something here.
here.
And actually, there's a really unique blend that I'm picking up from you actually as a person. So we've only met for the first time today. Um, is that you are very open and you're very sweet. You're lovely and sweet. You're very attractive. You're very friendly. You're very warm. And actually, mixing that with your background in teaching, with that psychology, and I know the power of psychology and life experience,
Mhm.
Rachel, experience of doing something through the hardships, the ups and downs, the buses going the wrong way, and the God knows what else, those laptops that had to keep closing during COVID, you learn
Yeah,
and you grow. And then you have something very unique you can pass on to others. And I get a feeling you're the type of person who really likes helping others.
I really do.
Yeah, good.
I will share, maybe overshare,
Yeah.
because yeah, I just want to help people.
Yeah, good. But do you know what? That's what it's about, isn't it, in this world? And if
Yeah,
there's purpose in it, wonderful. If you can do something that's going to help somebody genuinely on their path to find their purpose, then why would you do anything else?
exactly.
So, how did you build then? I suppose just getting back onto the whole kind of woman entrepreneur kind of side. You've then got your case studies, your test subjects, or whatever you want to call them, and they're coming
Mhm.
back and they're saying, "Oh, your strategy worked here. Ding, ding, ding. It's all going on." So, how did you build the model around the business of what you were going to offer? How did you look into like pricing that up, getting clients? Talk us through that.
Yeah, so I did my research. I am my father's daughter, after all.
Okay, he's a
um,
researcher, is he?
no, he just loves
Is
researching
he
things.
good?
Lots of detail, find out what's best, for
Smart.
you. Um, and yeah, maybe that's why I went down the route of like, I can figure this out, problem solving. Been doing this my whole life. Find a problem. I'm dyslexic, so I'm like, I can't do it that way. I'll figure it out.
Okay, that's really positive. That's really positive. And actually, thank you for sharing that you've got a neurodiversity of dyslexia here, because what I'm finding on this couch is everybody has.
Yes,
And I think that
there are a
women
lot
who
of
are,
entrepreneurs that are.
honey, we're extraordinary. I mean, I'm undiagnosed, but I would say I'm definitely a bit ADHD. I definitely am. I need to get into and get it tested. But what I am finding is that these people who can think out of the box and can solve these problems have got this slightly different wiring that
Mhm.
makes it all possible. It's beautiful.
It is.
And you had that stoic figure of your father who was into research and getting the proof, working it all out so you could emulate him. And
Yeah.
so you did that, you went out. And was there anybody here in Brighton doing what you were doing already?
Not for dating.
Okay.
But obviously there's different businesses and things. And I knew from, life experience and things, I knew that I wasn't an expert in business.
Yep.
So I was like, I need to go find somebody that matches my energy, that understands what I'm trying to do and build out that business that way. So I hired myself a business coach.
Listen, again, it's a really sensible move.
Yeah.
We cannot do it all and we can't be good at it all. But you've concentrated on what you are good at and then you filled in the void there. That's really smart, Rachel. This at the end of the day, people who are listening to this, you don't realize how much further on you are to people. This is
Mm.
the other thing. I think when we're on our path, we don't often stop and look back and think, oh, wow, I'd have loved to have been here 2 years ago. But what you're explaining in those processes are things that people just don't know. And you've discovered them. So even by you sharing that here, it's going to inspire someone else to look and do the same. So you've got yourself your business coach, you've done your research, you've got your results and your case studies. And then I suppose it was getting clients.
Yeah, getting clients, and that's just, it's just been word of mouth at the
Yeah.
moment. Coming into 2026, again, I got myself a speaker coach because I want to
Yes.
get on more stages, go on podcasts,
Good.
get that up, and just be able to articulate what I do
Yeah.
and who I am in a confident way.
Yeah. And part of that, and your speaking coach is Laura Badeau.
Yes,
Yes. Has she got another surname as well?
Collins.
Collins, Laura Badeau Collins. You can look her up on Insta. She is fabulous. Um, Being able to say what it is you do is actually really hard
It is really hard.
when you've kind of made it up. Because I'm, again,
Yeah.
from talking from experience. Oh, Lucy, what do you do? Well, I mean, I can't even put it into a sentence. I don't
It
know.
definitely took a while, and
Yeah.
it takes a lot of um, just writing down and voice noting into my phone and just trying to have a natural conversation
Yes. Yeah.
rather than, there's all the I help statements out there, and that's a good baseline if you literally don't know where to start.
Yes.
Um, but then it becomes deeper than that. And there's different elements that you obviously support people with.
Yeah.
So it's really important to also get those points across as well. Because one thing that I find with my clients is that, yeah, they're successful business women or, high in their career. Um, they usually lead with that more masculine energy.
Ah, I love this. I was talking about masculine energy with Geraldine on
Which
Monday. Good.
doesn't, surprisingly, doesn't attract a masculine man.
Oh, hold on a minute. This is so good. Like I'm learning on the job here today, Rachel. Little bit too much masculine energy coming on over here. So if I'm going into a date or a boardroom or whatever I'm doing with my masculine energy, that's not going to attract a really masculine man.
No.
Wow.
Think of it as like two really masculine guys
Yeah.
coming into a room, like what normally
They're
happens.
going to headbutt each other.
Yeah.
I do feel that happens to me quite a lot.
And they'll say things politely like, "Oh, I love a strong woman." And I'm like,
Yes.
"No, you like an independent woman, and
Mm.
that is different."
Oh, wow. This is so interesting. So you're actually working with your
They just don't have
clients.
the language or they don't want to offend
Okay.
you.
Okay. So you're working with them to even understand what energy they're bringing into
Yes.
this
And
space.
that's really important because we know, especially from recent science, that you can feel people's frequencies, their energies as they walk into a room.
Ah,
We've all
yes. Yeah.
experienced it. Someone will walk in and you'll just turn your head and you're
Hmm.
like, oh, wow, like I want to get to know them.
Yep.
I want to compliment them on their like what they're wearing. You just have to be around them and you don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
because of their energy that they're projecting.
Wow, there is so much more to this. And how interesting that that's the case. I'm actually going to drive home after this podcast. I'm going to start analyzing myself in this arena. It's not an area I can give myself much time to think and do it. And I suppose, actually, what you're offering women, successful women, entrepreneurial women, or women who are employed, self employed,
Yes.
however it is, you're actually offering them a lot of support and help to bypass the long time frame of finding the right person
Hmm.
and actually giving them the cheat codes, if you
Yes.
like, to hop over the bollards in the way.
Exactly.
Rachel,
You
I'm
don't
so
need to
impressed.
go on those dates that take you a bus in the wrong direction. You don't need to get stood up anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Oh my goodness. So you've built this wonderful business and it's how many years has it been actually operating as a dating coaching business?
Since 2023.
Okay, good. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's your sole job?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so this is so good. So I'm really excited for you because what I like with this series, the Champagne series, is to have a real mix of all different people. So my own business, 12 months old. Okay, so that's, disclaimer from me. I've not been in this years, but 12 months my business, Bright Cause, has been running. And then we've got people who are joining. I mean, we've got a Maxine Laceby joining in a few weeks' time. So she's the owner founder of Absolute Collagen. Now, she started her business aged 49 in her dining room. She's 60 now. She's fabulous. She's turned over 34 million. So there's all these people at different stages of their journey. And I think
Mhm.
that really is inspiring because everyone's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And those who are afraid to start and put it off are going to be even later down the line if they don't get cracking. Okay, so listen, it's blown my mind. I need some more information. I think we need to talk, actually.
Okay.
I think we do. I think you need to sort me and my dating life out. What I would like to do, if it's okay with you, so of the 16 people who voted for you to come and join us here, and I'm so pleased they did. And I thought, I saw this fuss about this lovely Rachel Mailer. Everyone keeps saying, I thought, is she a celebrity? And now you're here. I've written all their names down on these little pieces of paper here. Because part of what we did with the giveaway with the podcaster in Brighton and the lovely boys, Dan and George, was to say that we'll give a bottle of the Everflight Vineyard wine, which I shall bring into shot here. Beautiful vineyard in Ditchling, for the person who selects the winner. But obviously, I was thinking one person might put someone forward, but we've got 16 here. So you're going to do the lucky dip.
Do it.
Yeah, and choose who it is. So I'm going to give him a little zhuzh up like that. And then what we'll do is we'll record a little skit after here when we're finished recording, and we'll do a little announcement to put out on socials. So that'll be really fun. Right, I'm going to do it upside down, zhuzh it around. Right, so you get to choose. Go for your energy. Who are you going to go for?
Oh, God.
They're all going to fall
I was
out.
like,
You got it. So you can read it out into the mic. Who have we got? Who's the winner?
oh my gosh. This is so funny. Life with Rachel.
Life with Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay, so Life with Rachel. Who is she? And
She's actually one of my best friends.
oh, go on. So
That's why I was like, that is so weird.
okay, well, listen, that's
This
fine.
was completely random.
Completely random. Good. So, and does she like drinking bubbles? Does she
Yes.
like English sparkling wine? Perfect. So she is the one who's going to
Yes.
be having that. And is she local lady?
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do then, this is what I've decided because I've not brought another bottle with me, I've got them at home, is I'll meet you for a coffee. You can talk all about dating and I can talk all about podcasts and everything I do. And then we'll hook up with Rachel and we'll give her the bottle and we'll do
Yes.
another little recording. So another Rachel, double
Another
Rachel.
yes.
But she's Rachel Rael.
Yes.
Yes, because I had to handwrite that earlier. I was like, it's spelled different. Got to stay in the zone.
Yeah, in our friendship group, we just call each other by our last names.
Do you? It's easier that way,
Yeah.
isn't it? That is good. Oh, how lovely. So just you in your life and where you are now. You've launched your business. You had a beautiful wedding. Where did you get married? Can I ask?
Ravenswood.
Ravenswood. Okay, beautiful. It looks so nice in the
It's
pictures.
stunning. It's
Oh.
a stunning venue. Highly recommend it.
And was it everything that you had and held in your mind?
Yeah, so there was little things that I kind of took over the years from different people's weddings.
Sure.
And you know the film 27 Dresses? I always felt
okay,
like
yeah.
that woman, always the
Okay.
bridesmaid, never the bride.
Right, yes.
And it didn't hit me until my friends gave me a picture of all of us standing there, and it was like someone had drawn it, and it was all my bridesmaids, and I started to read the names at the bottom, and I was like bridesmaid, 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 and I was like Rachel, and then I saw the spelling, and I was like, oh, that's me, and then I looked up, and I was like, I'm the bride.
Ah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm the bride. And,
That's
and
so
just started
beautiful.
crying. And everyone's like, yeah, you're the bride. And I was like, I think it just hit me. And even though, you know, my hair had done and my makeup was just about to get done and things like that. And my makeup stylist, Demi, she's like not Portslade, the other way, Peacehaven area. Yeah, she was like, let's do the presents now just in case you cry. so it doesn't
Oh,
ruin the makeup.
fair
And I was
enough.
like, good thing,
Yeah.
all of that.
Emotional.
Yeah, so emotional. And it was just such a beautiful day. Like my mum helped me get my dress on.
Good.
And I had 6 bridesmaids because, it's your day, you can have as many as you want.
That's
Um,
so lovely.
my nieces were my little flower girls.
Oh, that's
It's so
lush.
cute. Yeah, just like haven't seen the 2-year-old on the dance floor, like
Oh, yeah,
flamed
that's always
up.
a classic, isn't it? It really
Yeah.
is. I think the weddings are the best for the little ones who get to have
They're
a proper party.
so cute. Yeah, and just like having all the family there and friendships and then on the speeches, like I made a speech and I
Good.
know that's not traditional, but I really wanted to kind of all that those memories and pent up and I gave a little nod to my parents
Good.
in their God, I'm gonna get this wrong now. Like 40, I want to say 46 years of marriage.
Wow. Okay, so I see where this marriage there's, because people feel differently about marriage, as I'm sure you've worked out on all these dates
Yes.
and the reactions. So, depending on what you grow up around, I think that does actually sculpt how you see marriage. So, if you grow up in a family it's maybe a little bit more dysfunctional and marriage didn't work out and it was happier afterwards, then you wouldn't hold such value.
Yeah.
But your mum and dad have been married for over 40 years. Are
Yes.
they still very happy and very much in love?
Yes.
Okay, then that makes real sense to me. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
Rachel. Good.
Yeah, so I gave a little nod to them and apparently their table just started crying.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And yeah, and I didn't realize how emotional I would get on the start of my speech and I hadn't written it, bearing in mind,
Okay.
until about 5 minutes before we took a little speech break and I thought to myself, I don't know how emotional I'm going to get. Maybe I should write this down. So I
Okay.
got my phone out and just started, and I started weeping as I was typing it. And my new husband was like, "What are you doing? Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm just writing my speech." And he's
Oh.
like, "You're not even saying it yet. Are you gonna be okay?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
That's so
And I
lush.
literally said the first line and then started bawling my eyes out.
Oh, I love that for
But yeah,
you.
it just my all my bridesmaids and some of my friends were on the table opposite. Obviously that was intentional. And yeah, I just was looking at them and they were all balling up because it just meant so much. Like all of those dates, all of the times that I thought it was, but there was like a missing piece. Like it was all worth it.
So where was he then? What was he doing messing around? Where was he?
So,
Messing around.
earlier I said I plucked some stuff from the universe.
All right.
Yeah, in 2019.
Yes.
So it took me about 6 months to ask him um after I knew like we were officially dating and everything, what he was doing back in 2019 and COVID time because we never
Mm.
spoke about that. I think I was scared of what his answer would be.
That he was in love with someone or something like that, or
No, like where
no.
he was, because I
Okay.
said, I mean, I take a lot of energy and I know I just plucked an answer out the universe and it probably doesn't mean anything. But I was like, but what if it's the same? Or what if it's not the same? Does that mean that we're not meant to be together? So
Okay.
my mind was going crazy. So I just put it to one side.
Sure.
But then it came to a point where I was like, I have to know the answer. I'm sitting here telling people they have to get their answers
Yeah.
that they have a question to, and I'm someone that walks the talk.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yes.
I have to do the same thing even if it's really scary and I'm scared of the answer. I
Okay.
have
That's
to
really
know.
good.
I
Good
have to know in my
practice.
gut. So we were like watching a movie. I plucked up the courage and I asked him what was he doing in 2019 and he told me that he was traveling and working in New Zealand.
Oh wow.
Okay, cool. And I felt like I couldn't really hear, so I asked him again, probably thought, oh, woman's not listening. And I was like, sorry, what were you doing? And he said it again. And I was like, okay. And I remember my brain just being like, blink, pretend like you're a human,
Yeah. Yeah.
like react, smile, and like try and have some sense. And I just sat back afterwards and thought, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
those random thoughts I had
Yeah.
were true."
You were trying to find him, but he wasn't in the country, honey.
Yeah, it
And
weren't
you
in the
weren't going
country.
over to New Zealand.
No, and I said to my family back then, they were like, "Oh, how are you gonna meet this person if he's all the way over there?" I said, "Something will happen that he has to come back."
Oh.
And I was like, "Why did you come back?" He goes, "Because lockdown happened there and I had to come home."
Oh, wow. So lockdown, so COVID actually meant that
Toby
he
actually
came to you.
he came to me,
Wow.
Hove, born and raised. I'm Brighton, born and raised.
Wow. And are you similar ages?
Yeah, so he's 2 years younger than me.
Okay, so great. So
Yeah.
you probably would have crossed over paths at some point,
Yeah.
years
The
gone by.
the most crazy things, and this is why I always say, like, your person is out there, they're looking for you as well, and they're probably closer than you think. He, as I said, grew up in Hove.
Hmm.
um there's, like, the new area, like where the foundry is and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He, like,
nice.
grew up near there, near the pub. My best friends lived on that road, and I would constantly be going in that area. We
Wow.
never bumped into each other.
Wasn't your time.
Exactly. It wasn't meant to
Yeah,
be yet. And I always had the sense of, you know, it if it's meant to be, it will happen.
yeah.
If it's meant to be, it happen. Trust the process. And they're the types of things I would say before going on a date. You
Okay.
would listen to the good songs, but you would be like, trust the process. It'll all work out fine. If it doesn't work out, they're just not your person, and that's okay.
Yeah, how interesting. So I suppose it'd be quite good for people who are listening who maybe are single, who have been single for a while or are new to the dating scene. So I know when I left my marriage a few years ago, I hadn't done any internet dating because I'd been in a marriage for years. So it was very new and it was actually quite scary to start with. Like, what is all this? How does this all work? What one piece of advice would you offer them if they were single and they were looking to get themselves out there and to find love? Just as a little overarching piece of advice.
I would sit down with yourself and think about why you want to be in that relationship and go back to your non-negotiables. What are they? Pick like 2 to 3.
Hmm.
What is the most important to you? Yes, we all want someone caring and loving and supportive. Don't put that on your profile. Hopefully they're gonna be all those things.
Hmm.
Why would you get in a relationship if they weren't?
Yeah, yeah.
So think about deeper, like not surface level, but go deeper into like what are your true desires of what you want.
Like really tall, dark, and handsome. No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Like, okay, sorry, I'm terrible, aren't I? So you're saying like somebody who is aligned with being married again or is
Yeah,
family orientated, because actually you've got kids
exactly.
this time.
Is
So real
yeah,
important parts.
like things that are really important. Like, and if you do have children, do you want someone to, um, be supportive of that, but not take over the father role?
Yes,
Like
okay.
that dimension, what does it look like to have that person inserted into your family dynamics?
So really, what you're saying is do the work on yourself before you do the work on your face to go out on the date.
Ex-
What is it you want?
What is it you want? Because you need to know that before going into that first date. What is it you want? And especially in the first couple of dates, that person, like you, has spent time getting ready or not
Mm,
and is putting their best foot forward. If
yes.
a red flag comes up, listen to
Okay, so this is them on their best behavior.
it.
Okay, this is very interesting. Do you know what? I could do a whole podcast series on dates, bad dates, interesting dates, funny
I've
dates.
definitely been on them all.
Have you? I feel like I've been on a canny few. I think we should do one.
Yeah,
We should actually
definitely.
do that. We should go for the funniest stories. I must tell you about Brian. That was hilarious.
Some posts that I put up afterwards, my friends were like, "Did this actually happen to you?" And I was like, "Yes." And I
Yeah.
didn't tell you at the time because I was embarrassed
Yeah. And
and a bit
actually,
shocked.
yeah, and that's really interesting because we do have that. We're putting ourselves out in these situations with these different people and these things, these crazy things. And it must be like this. Why is this not working? Constant
Hmm.
feedback is saying this isn't any good. I'm so pleased that you've turned this round. Now, I know we're probably getting short on time. I can never see the clock. Yeah, this is perfect. So I need to ask you 3 questions. They're not very, very serious. We've really enjoyed, I say we, the universal we again, I've really enjoyed listening to your story and how you've created this business. One thing before I move on to these three, you said your trainers had something to do
Oh,
with
yes.
your story, and I love these trainers. They've got blings
Should
all
I get
over
them
them.
in camera somehow?
We'll put a little picture
Yeah.
on the Ujma flip.
Okay.
Tell me about how they are fitted into your story.
Yes, so they're sparkly just like me. I
Yeah.
like a bit of sparkle. They're white because I surprised my husband. I knew that even though he was dressed up to the nines, he would prefer to be in trainers. He joked about it, and I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, do you know what would be a cute idea? And I don't think he would think I would do it. He's also obsessed with Nikes.
Uh-huh.
So I bought him some swanky Nikes. I went on their website, designed them myself so they're nice and black. They're a bit more classy. And then I wrote with a white pen our date that we got married
So this
in
is for the
permanent
wedding
marker. Yeah, so
day.
this is what I surprised him with.
So
I also
nice.
surprised everyone with a change of dress. So from my wedding dress to something a bit more cocktail dress, but still wedding like,
Mhm.
because I knew I was gonna want to change my shoes. I mean, I was just wearing kitten heels, but
Yeah.
spending like 10 hours in them,
Oh, yeah.
tottering about.
No.
I'm gonna feel more comfortable if I can like walk and jump in these,
Good.
and have a nice time. So I bought these for myself, and they have what side is it? So
Mrs. Jackson.
they have that on that side,
What have we got on the other
and
side?
then the date we got married.
Oh, and they are actually lush because they are not just rhinestones, they are pearls as well.
Yeah,
Tell you what, you're going to have to get it into the camera. You're going to
I'm
have to show
gonna
it. You're going to have to.
should
Can you
should
take one
take them
off?
off.
Take
Yeah.
one off and hold it up because they
Okay,
are
I'll take.
actually exceptionally gorgeous. And you've designed these on the Nike website.
Not these ones. These ones I got on
Oh,
Etsy,
did
but
you?
his
Okay.
ones that were a bit more plain.
Yeah, look at them. There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at them. I want to get
And it
some of
went
them.
all the way round as well because it was important. Some of them didn't have this.
Right.
And I was like, no. And
Yeah.
some of them didn't have the front bit. They had it up here.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I'm wearing a long dress,
Yeah.
because I was thinking, what if I don't change?
Yeah.
I wanted the option, but I wasn't sure if I was going to change because I always imagined staying in my dress the whole time,
Yeah.
my long wedding dress. So I was like, I want the sparkle to be on the front because that's really the only bit that people see of your shoe.
Yes, it
Um,
actually is.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. Good for you. I'm so pleased I asked with them. You've inspired me. I'm going to go and have a little look later.
They're so comfortable.
Trainers are what I live in. I love it. But then when you're going out and you're in things, you've got to have your heels on, and it hurts your feet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you're right. On a day like your wedding day, it's the last thing you want is blisters and sore feet
Yeah.
all day. So moving on to my three questions that aren't about weddings or trainers, but they're very important questions all the same. Can you share with us a truth about your life, so your whole life, that most people would never guess?
I would say to believe in yourself.
Okay. And it's something you've discovered through your life. It's a truth you found in your life.
Yes. I would say ignore the noise and believe in yourself.
Okay. That's really nice. That's really powerful, Rachel. And where did you abandon yourself in your life at any point? And how did you come back from that?
I would say I probably abandoned myself a bit when I was 19 and I got into a toxic relationship, but
Okay.
I didn't know it at the time because I didn't know what red flags were.
Because your mum and dad are in a
Because
happy
yeah,
marriage.
because my mum and
Okay.
dad are in a happy marriage. Been surrounded by, you know, this is what love looks like. Grown up on rom-coms, and Disney films, and
It's so lush.
yeah,
So lush.
and I think because I was so naive as well, I wanted to always see the good in people and see the positive side of things.
Yeah.
That I kind of mistook someone giving me presents when they did something a bit shady
Right.
as love.
Yeah, well, that's the old classic love bomb. I've had a few of them.
Yeah. and they didn't have a name back then. So I was like in college and stuff, and fancy car and trying to
Oh,
flash the stuff, and it just got worse. And I think I over time it was manipulation,
yes.
100%. It was, emotional toll, not very nice words said to me. And it actually took me going to university and getting away for
Okay.
me to see, like, maybe it's not me.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, everyone seems to really like my personality. Like, I did things that I thought at the time were scary, like taking off my makeup for the first time in front of people,
Okay.
and really hurt my self confidence. And I was kind of like bullied through high school, which is why I said the believe in
Okay.
yourself and ignore the noise. But also, I knew at that time because I was thinking of my future, I thought to myself, I don't want you to be the father of my kids.
Yeah. It didn't make you
No,
feel good.
didn't
No,
make me
no.
feel good. And I was doing it for them. That's why I was
Mm,
so adamant that I want to get married first when I eventually went into dating with intention, because I'm like, I'm doing it for them. I'm going into wanting like what I've seen my whole life.
mm.
And I knew that this person, I was like, no, you don't make me feel good. I don't want to be around you, but I can't get out.
Yeah. Okay. So
It,
you had a very felt trapped.
yeah. But I knew that I had a friend that kind of knew what I was going through. We would spend hours in the bathroom chatting, and people were like, "Why did you spend hours in the bathroom? Chatting, breaking down, whatnot?" And I was like, "Because boys aren't allowed in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a safe space."
Yeah. Girls' chats in bathrooms are
Yeah,
brilliant, aren't they? They really are.
yeah, that's just so good. Very therapeutic, and yeah, I learned a lot. Obviously, I realized what red flags were.
Yeah.
Being able to be apart from that person because of school, because I
Mm,
had to be there, I realized that, you know, it's not me, I'm stronger than this. And then it actually got to a point where um he was just really miserable. He was like literally the polar opposite of me. I'm
okay.
like enjoyable and want to be around people. And I think we're at like my friend's event who was kind of had been through something similar, so could see the signs. And
Okay.
people like that try and segregate from you, from your
Oh, they
family.
do. They try to move you
Yeah,
away. And I suspect they probably would have tried to put you off to go into university. I haven't got
yeah,
so much control there.
yeah. I did
Mm,
actually do a gap year
okay.
and change university.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
So a one that I didn't go there, but I still had a great uni place.
Yeah.
But I did always wonder, like,
Mm,
what if?
yeah.
And I kind of, from that whole experience, I was like, no one's going to tell me what to
No, no. Good.
do.
Good.
No means no.
Yeah. And actually having that early experience of a toxic relationship, and it sounds to me like the support with friends and family around you to grow and to remove yourself from it has been really beneficial in your
Yeah,
story and search for love.
it definitely really has,
Mm.
because it made me go into then dating as, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. And that's how it should
If
be,
if
hey?
I want to wear this, I'm going to wear it.
Yes. And that's how it should
Yeah, and
be,
that's how
right?
it should be,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. Red
Good.
flags from a mile away,
Mm,
if they're being too overly at the time,
yeah.
if it's too much.
And explaining it away.
Even if they want your number straight away,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
Yeah, like absolutely not.
I
Respect my
actually
space and
I
privacy.
forgot to give my partner, who's now my husband,
Mm.
my number because we were texting over the apps.
Yeah, yeah.
It took him reminding me when, like, I think 2 months in, when he was meeting my parents, to be like, "Can I have your number now?" And I was like, "Oh shit, did I not give it to you?"
That's actually really nice.
I was like, "Oops." I
Bless
was like,
you.
"Sure."
Oh, I love that. So you felt that you had abandoned yourself in a time when you were in a toxic relationship, but actually
I
it's
actually
been,
found myself
yeah. And
at
isn't
the
that
end of it.
beautiful with that support system and that guidance, which interestingly enough, Rachel, you now give and offer to so many women
Mhm.
in the Brighton area and beyond. So that's
Yes.
lovely, full circle. And just finally, because I can't believe how quickly time goes, I just can't believe it. It's just goes, flies by. If there's a woman who's watching this and she's feeling stuck where you once were, what does she need to hear? Not what sounds nice, but what does she need to hear?
I would say, and I'm gonna say it to the camera,
Go on. Tell it.
I
Tell it.
would say that I 100% understand where you are, what you're doing. You feel like you just keep doing the same thing. People are asking you questions like, "Why are you still single?" And you're like, "I don't know. I'm a really lovely person." And you start questioning like who you are and what you're doing and your life choices, and just think like you're not alone. Like I've literally been there. I know what you're going through. I know how horrific it is. And yes, it is a minefield of people, but if you have like the right strategy, then you can literally do anything. You have a different strategy for business, you have one for you have a kind of routine of how you have your life. And yeah, just like believe in yourself and know like you are the best person like ever. And I'm here to help support you, build up your confidence. And I'm literally can be in your pocket for advice if you need to. Like I'm here and I just want to share my experience and the like love because yeah, that's all we really want is to share our life with someone, and you can 100% do that. You just got to figure out like what you actually want first.
And you're the person to help with that.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you said it yourself earlier, Rachel, you were going into business. You didn't know about business. You got a business coach. You're going into dating. Trust me, girls, we don't know about dating. I've only just discovered that myself, 42, FYI. Get yourself a dating coach. So, Rachel, if people wanted to reach out, what's your Instagram handle?
It is Rachel Mailer Coaching.
Perfect. And we'll be sharing clips and bits and pieces. And you can Google Rachel. She's Brighton based. She's absolutely wonderful. And she's been a lovely guest here today. So thank you so much. Let's have a little
Thank you.
cheers.
Yes.
Again, this series is sponsored by Everflight Vineyard in Ditchling. And we're so thankful because we can drink bubbles and talk about dating and all sorts of lovely, wonderful things here. So
Okay.
great. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming,
you so
Rachel.
much.
It's been lovely. And join us again next time. Thanks for listening.